As you can see, I'm outside. I'm near the back of the ship by Summer Landing, deck 8. And anyway, just a beautiful, beautiful night. I mean, you can still kind of see the remnants of the sunset in the background, and just having a wonderful time. So, yeah, as most of you noticed, I posted the live late. Honestly, I was a little skeptical of the Wi-Fi from last week and how bad it was. So I don't know how well this will work. So I posted a live very late, but I know how it works. A lot of you are going to watch this after the fact. So even if there aren't a lot of people in the live here tonight, we'll go ahead and talk about some things. But I would like to see any questions that any of you might have, or comments or anything like that. So yeah, fire away. I see Charles and Mike were on here. Z Show, what's up, Z? How you doing, man? Good to see you on. And yeah, so let's see, what's today? Tuesday. So we are on a sea day today, so we got to sleep in a little bit. Took full advantage of that. And last week was awesome. Hey, Steve, how you doing? There's Derek. And how about that? I shared a message with Derek today. Got up early in the morning, and it's on my. I'll get to that in a second, Z. But it's on my bar crawl video that I put out today. But I was walking around, and I just caught myself saying, how about that? And Derek always says that a lot, so I made sure to plug Island Time. So yeah, I mean, the Mardi Gras, Z, to answer your question, has lived up to the hype. I honestly, after being on here for like 10, 11 days, have only found one gripe. And I posted that gripe in the most recent video. If you hear that banging, we got some guys over here playing cornhole, so I apologize for that. The wind's not too bad, so hopefully that. But yeah, up on the sports deck, I mean, we're talking about a ship that with crew, I think, has over 8,000 people, and they got a teeny tiny little single lane track. That is the only thing that I can find wrong thus far with the Mardi Gras, if you can believe that. I mean, everything else has been absolutely amazing. Lee, who this is his last full week as the sole cruise director, Chris Williams, the Flying Scotsman, apparently has already boarded. Hey, Christy, how are you? I haven't seen him, but supposedly he's on here, and then they'll share duties next week, and then after that it will be the Flying Scotsman job for a while until I believe Kindle Fire is coming on. So for those of you that didn't know, Lee, like I said, I just mentioned it, but he's been awesome. First day, he had sent a card up, welcoming me to the ship, and, because he had touched base with me a few times in the past in regards to some videos and things like that. And he is as advertised. I mean, there's a reason that he is getting the celebration, being awarded that and taking the ship out for the first time. And I mean, he's earned it, absolutely. I'd never got to see him in person, and see him in action, so to speak, until this cruise. But everything, all the attention and people telling me like, oh, Lee Mason's the best, Lee Mason's the best. I get it now. So he's been wonderful. The one thing that I'll say about the Mardi Gras is options. You have so many options. Okay, so I mean, I love the Vista class, for example. I love the Dream class, but food options, for example, it's mostly you're going to the main dining room, or you're going to a specialty restaurant. So, like on the Vista class ships, you now get a choice of Gigi's or Cucina del Capitano, and then you have the steakhouse, which are good options, and then you have the teppanyaki grill. Here, there are so many free options. Jabang, free option. Cucina del Capitano, free option. Bonsai Sushi is here. It's still a charge, but, that's an option. The steakhouse is here. Rudy's Sea Grill that Anita and I went to just a couple days ago is here. Uh, Guys, Pig and Anchor, for example, on the first sea day, you can get filet mignon for free. Um, so it's a wonderful thing. Let's see, did I forget anybody? I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. If anybody's remembering who I'm forgetting, but yeah, guys, Chibang, Cucina del Capitano, and in both weeks, we've gone to Cucina and taken advantage of the free lobster. And one thing, for those of you who don't like to dress up when you come on the Mardi Gras, 2 weeks in a row now, we haven't had to, well, we dressed up, but, like a nice polo and some shorts, and you're allowed to come dine on formal night in like Cucina, for example, and you can still get, the free lobster and everything. Rudy's, the first and last day, from what I understand, for those of you that don't like to dress up, you can wear shorts on the first and last night, and same with the steakhouse, I believe. So there's that. I know some people, that's a touchy subject with some people. They like to make sure everybody else is dressed up. But, for those of you that just want to, relax, have fun, be casual, whatever, there's that. So, by the way, cheers. Who else is drinking? I'm not seeing as many comments of whoever just checked in. I see the numbers are ticking up here. Um, you know, Say hi, or where you're from, or where you're watching from. You know, let any questions anybody has. But let me take a sip of my drink here. By the way, I have a Blanton's Old Fashioned, and let me show you the little souvenir, because I finished the bottle. I didn't drink the whole bottle myself, obviously, but what did I do? There we go. Denise. All right, hello from Arkansas. So you are, but there we go. I got the Blanton's topper. And for those of you that don't know, let me just mention that. So you can get steakhouse in the steakhouse and at Guy's Pig and Anchor. I believe those are the only two places, but you can get those two Blantons at both of those places. So if you finish, hey Michelle, how are you? If you finish a bottle of Blanton's, you can request the topper. He just happened to give me the topper, which was really cool. All right, so Christy's drinking a Mike's Hard Black Cherry Lemonade. Very nice. Gary, your message just appeared on me. That's the one bad thing about doing this on your phone. But cheers, Gary. I didn't read the whole message. I'm afraid to mess with the phone because then I'll lose touch with you. So things I haven't done. I know Lito Tito was on here earlier. I don't know. He's probably still watching, but Lito, I had mentioned too. I haven't done Bolt yet, and I know I have to do that. A couple people that are on here, but the internet is spotty. It's not keeping up with the sound. Okay, I appreciate that, Michelle. I'm just glad I haven't gotten disconnected yet. And you'll be on August 27th. Very cool, Derek. Oh my God, already? Okay, I had just sent Derek a message, Michelle. That's awesome, Derek. I know Derek was on here earlier. I don't know if he still is, but Derek, if you are, congratulations. And Amanda, yeah, Gary, it's been awesome. I mean, I'd be jealous of me too if I was watching somebody else that had been on here for 2 weeks. I get to be the one that gets to be the envied, right? for a change or whatever. But we still got a few more days, and the Mardi Gras, like I said, it is a game changer. Christine Duffy had mentioned that, and I think that is a quote that is accurate. The Mardi Gras is 100% a game changer. Until Thursday on my birthday. Okay, well, Z, I will drink to that, and a happy early birthday. So cheers to Z on his birthday coming up. So I know like Michelle and Lito Tito have already been on the Mardi Gras, and the wind is picking up a little bit, so I hope the feed is not too bad. I know Michelle said the internet is spotty. So again, if I'm going in and out, I apologize. All right, Steve, very cool. And yeah, Steve, I guess you're probably going to be bringing some Fireball down for that day early. Okay, and then yeah, Michelle's chiming in with the Fireball. And you know what? I'm pretty sure on Thursday, Z, if you remind me, send me a message, and I'll do a shot here on the ship in your honor as well. So, oh, a couple things. So, shows. So, last week, about 13 minutes that I was able to get on. Oh, God, man, Derek, I mean, I'll tell you what, if I can hit 10,000 in 5 years, Derek, for those of you that can't see the chat, I'd take that right now. I mean, Derek, for those people that are, just watching my show and don't know about Island Time, he's hit 10,000 in less than a year and a half. I mean, he's hit 10,000 in what is supposed to take people to hit just 1,000. So he's 10 times the curve. So that's why you want to go check him out for those cruisers that are watching this, especially when it comes to news content. He gives you almost daily news, has a ton of videos out and things like that. So I did not know that. I know you were like 90 away because I just messaged you, the other day. You were only like 90 people away. And I know a couple weeks ago, I remember you thinking like, based on the numbers, it's unlikely I'll hit 10,000 by July 23rd. And here you go, hitting 10,000, and it's like July 5th. So that's awesome. So congratulations to Island Time, Derek and Amanda. That's just a credit to the talent and the content and everything else. So that's awesome. So I wanted to touch, getting back to the Mardi Gras. Lee, I talked to him a couple times before I did the interview with him, and I said, okay, Lee, so what can I miss, on the show? And he's like, okay, you want to make sure Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you go see all those shows. So Wednesday's show, and this obviously can change the schedule and things like that, but Wednesday, Love in Vegas, and then Thursday, Voodoo Moon, and then Friday, basically the last evening, We Are One. Now, I saw Love in Vegas, and it lives up to the hype 100%. It's an awesome, awesome show. The aerial, I mean, they've stepped up their entertainment game. That's another thing, when you talk about game changer, the Mardi Gras has stepped up the entertainment game. It is on a whole new level. I actually went to the theater only twice in these 2 weeks. One was for the Diamond Platinum Party, and one was on day 2. We went and saw Broadway Beats before calling it a night. So they have entertainment going on. I haven't even seen like the Family Feud yet. I've walked by when Deal or No Deal's going on. There's just too much. I mean, you can't keep up with it. I know Andrew from Funnelheads has been on here 3 weeks. He was on here 3 weeks, and he said you need 3 weeks to comfortably kind of see everything. And I 100% understand what he's talking about now, because I'm thinking that we're going to get to the end of this cruise, and I'm not going to have seen everything. Like, maybe I won't get a chance to see a Family Feud episode, or maybe I won't get to see Deal or No Deal, although that's happening tonight, so I can maybe hopefully catch a show after this live here, after we grab some dinner. But yeah, but aside from that, I would highly recommend, like I said, the Love in Vegas. What's unique about that, added to the quality of Playlist Productions, is they've added like stunts. Basically, they have people flying around in the air, literally flying around in the air, obviously suspended by cables and things like that. But those 2 shows, I mean, I don't know whether you have to get like a stunt person's license or what training you have to go through, but like Voodoo Moon, for example, they have these shadow figures that are very eerie, and they're kind of flying all through the air and stuff like that, with the dark background and the spooky dark drama and things like that. And so it's it's very cool. And then Love in Vegas, they have a lot of all the playlist members are dressed up in Vegas style outfits and things like that. And then a lot of the ladies are flying around in the air, some walking around the top of a giant martini glass, and then being flipped upside down and spinning around in circles and things like that above that martini glass, and then a couple off to the side, and then there's one girl that's seemingly on a like, you know how the what's it, like a pole vault, now the pole vault bends and you kind of twist your way over the high bar or whatever. They have like some kind of pole or something where, you know, she basically is coming right toward the audience, and then, you know, right before she hits the audience, you know, she springs back and goes the other way. So I mean, she's like right in your face, and then she goes, you know, backwards, like kind of like a bungee cord or something, and then comes back right at you. And then they, you know, they get the guy dressed up like Elvis singing, and, you know, the ladies are singing as well. They still have celestial strings. You know, I've always been a big celestial strings fan. They still have that show. We saw it yesterday, and it was amazing. It's actually gotten better. The first week I went, they were pretty much just on the stage, and they didn't move around a lot. They kind of just sat up on the stage and sang. It was still wonderful, but they didn't do a whole lot of moving around. Since last week, they moved around the stage. They set up the side stages like I remember on the Carnival Horizon, and they were running all over the place out into the audience. And we got there an hour early to get really good seats, front row. And I got some great video of that I hope to post tomorrow or the next day. And yeah, so that kind of catches you up. Like I said, the food's been great. We went to Rudy's. And I already posted a video on that. For those of you that haven't seen, I'm gonna take another sip of my drink if you don't. Blanton's Old Fashioned. It's, you know, I would never mix Blanton's in a drink if it was my own bottle of Blanton's. But seeing as this is included in the Cheers package, I had it mixed into an Old Fashioned, and it's awesome. And cheers to everybody. That gives me an excuse to take another drink. As for those of you that are on, I see we got at least 10 people, and again, the Wi-Fi is so screwy that there might be a lot more of you, but you know, I'm not seeing everything. So yeah, if you could hit that like button, and maybe we can get this video out to more people, the more likes there are. Hey, Bruce. Hey, no problem. Glad you're here. Glad you're here, Bruce. Bruce from Ocean to Ocean Travel, and he's closing in on 1,000. Hey, Bruce, if you don't mind, could you share how close you are now, how far away? And maybe we can get a few more people to go to your channel and subscribe. So, Bruce from Ocean to Ocean Travel, I know the last I checked, he was within a, you know, I think about 200. So hopefully you're even closer now. So yeah, if you hit that number and go check out Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel, and let's see, 740. Okay, so only 250 away, just 250 away. You know, a really good month could get you there. So for those of you that haven't checked out Ocean to Ocean Travel, go take a look at his content and hit subscribe. I'm sure there's some content in there that you will enjoy. So you know what, I'm going to only go about 30 minutes tonight, because I know, and Michelle mentioned it already, that the Wi-Fi, at least on your end out there, is a little shoddy. I haven't seen the disruption on my end over here, but I can tell that, you know, via chat and things like that, that it's not quite as good as it should be. So we're only going to go about 10 minutes. Does anybody have any questions again that I can answer, or, you know, any insight? Oh, that's cool. So, hey, you know, there you go, Bruce. You know, Christy's going to subscribe to you. That's awesome. Thank you, Christy, for doing that. And, well, you're 749 now, Bruce, it looks like. And hopefully even over 750 if a couple more people see this and subscribe. So tomorrow we are in Amber Cove, and for those of you that don't know, that's actually one of the stops that we're going to with Island Time. And I know we have some people in this live right now that are on that cruise. And Amber Cove has the Dama Hawagwa. I forget how it's pronounced, but has the 27 waterfalls. And for those of you that haven't been to Amber Cove, that's a wonderful excursion. It's for those of you that are, oh, thank you, Denise. That's awesome of you to do that as well. Um, they have these natural waterfalls, and they set up some diving platforms all throughout this natural set of waterfalls. And in some part of the waterfalls, it's just like streams, and you kind of swim, from one waterfall to the other. Sometimes it's shallow water, sometimes it's a little deeper, but most of the time you're able to walk through it. But when you do get to the waterfalls, there's a couple of these waterfalls that it's pretty scary. It really is. I mean, like, again, if you're afraid of heights. Now, we're not going to do this excursion tomorrow. We've already done it. But I will say I would recommend it for adventurous people out there. The one thing I was scared about is myself being a large individual. For those of you that haven't seen me or are tuning in for the first time, I'm about 6'5" and 280 pounds. And, I mean, these are strangers that are advising you what to do. And I look down and I see water, and I don't know how deep it is. It's not so clear that you can see to the bottom. And I'm thinking, like, okay, if I weighed 150 pounds, I wouldn't be quite as scared. But 280, if the water's too shallow, I'm going to jump in and, get paralyzed or something jumping into shallow water. So I was a little scared. But I made sure to ask the guide, okay, where exactly do I jump? And I tried to hit that target exactly. Now, there were a couple times that I actually felt the bottom, when I jumped in. But, not to the point where it was anything dangerous or whatever. But that was a little bit scary. I feel that wind picking up, and I hope the wind noise is not too bad. It's not bad here. It actually feels pretty good, but I know how it can act when you're watching on the other end. Now, I've seen in chat a lot of people are talking about Steve and Michelle and Derek and Charles and Lito, Tito, and everybody are talking about the July 23rd cruise. So for islanders and coach cruisers, and what I like to merge them together, island cruisers, those of you that are subscribed to both pages, that's going to be crazy. If you are still looking for a cruise, and if you can even get on the ship, I think it might be sold out. But July 23rd Horizon, we are going to, as Steve and a couple other people have pointed out, the horizon may not be the same after we leave. Because, that's going to be crazy. I don't know how many of you have watched the first couple bar crawls. I posted the second bar crawl today, this morning, I believe. I got up early and I did some editing and things like that. And then also the first bar crawl that we did last week. But those were a lot of fun. And the July 23rd, I can't even imagine, with both Island Time and Coach Cruise together, what kind of trouble we might get into. But that is going to be awesome fun. Cannot wait for that. And what else? What else do we have to talk about? We got a lot of people enjoying a stroll around the ship here. So, any other questions? Because I think we could probably wrap this up. Like you said, I know a couple of you have mentioned the reception is not so great, so I don't want to go too much longer if this is a bad video. Like I said, I was hesitant to go at all, but I wanted to make sure I got something out there, and I wanted to get some information because I did share that I was going to share this live on several other Mardi Gras pages. And that's one thing I'll say. So let me just give you a pet peeve of mine for all of you out there, okay? And, obviously, those of you that are hearing this are probably, it doesn't apply to. But, you got this one troll, and well, there's always more than one troll, right, or hater, or whatever you want to call it. But I posted on this Mardi Gras page for a Mardi Gras sailing that's coming up. Whether it's 6 weeks from now or something like that. And the point is I'm on the Mardi Gras, right? I'm literally on the Mardi Gras. Some of the information that I've shared with everybody tonight, is information that some people might like. For example, I talked about the shows, I talked about the food, things like that. So some people that are trying to do research to figure out how to maximize their time and get the best experience possible on the Mardi Gras, you can use this information. So there's always the troll or a hater, whatever you want to call them, that posts on there, oh, you're just trying to, promote your, YouTube channel or this or that, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, that part is true, but, they say some other stuff, and it's just like, like, really, dude? Is your life that pathetic that, you gotta just hate on somebody else? Like, it's not like I'm sharing, the link to this page on, let's say, the Carnival Pride or something like that, and that's coming up in a couple weeks. It's like, well, I'm sharing it on a Mardi Gras page, and I did share it like on the July 23rd Horizon page, because they're, I'm cruising on that. I'm cruising on that ship, so there might be some people there that are like, oh, okay, I want to meet you, or things like that. But aside from that, it's only Mardi Gras pages. But there's always that one troll or one hater and things like that. But the way I look at it is like this. I thought about my college days playing football, and when I was a freshman and not too good and kind of getting beat up, nobody knew who I was. Nobody said anything to me when I lined up against them. But then, my junior, senior year, when, I was all conference and, getting a lot of awards and everything, I'd often have, offensive linemen on the other side of me talking trash, and they'd be saying how I suck and this and that. And then I'd go ahead and bury them and sack the quarterback and shut them up really quick, but I didn't suck until I was good. Oh, hey, Derek, I appreciate that. And Amanda, thank you so much for that. So yeah, it's just, it does irritate you just a little bit. So, I will say vlog on the Glory. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate that, Sean. And I was on the Glory, and thank you, Sean, for sharing that, because, when I was posting on the Glory, it's because I had been on the Glory, or I was going to be on the Glory, things like that. So, and I know Derek with Island Time has experienced that, and Bruce, Ocean to Ocean, I'm sure you've done as well, and Funnel Heads and everybody else. So that's just one of the things. Oh, okay, Ocean Ocean, okay. Yeah, and Lido, 100%. I can't wait for the Horizon either. I don't want to wish away my last few days on the Mardi Gras. I'm going to try to make the most of those as soon as this live is over. Christy, thank you so much. You're awesome for that. I really do appreciate that. And one thing, I'll tell you what, the super chats and things like that, I'm going to tell you, I have something in mind, and Derek and Bruce, I'm curious if either one of you have this, but I saw, and my guy Claudio, that does the digital media and things like that, he was giving me some tips, but he's like, oh yeah, you got to get this selfie stick. And I mean, honestly, I spend like $30 on my selfie sticks. I'm not spending a whole lot of money, but I saw this one selfie stick on the ship that a gentleman by the name of Jesse had, and I guess it was like $200. But that thing is, has facial recognition, and it's tracking your face and things like that, and just motorized, and I mean, it's going to make the video that much better, and so that's one of the things that I'm going to purchase. So these super chats that you all are giving me, again, I appreciate so much, and I'm going to reinvest it into trying to create better video for the channel, and you know, the future videos and everything like that. So it will be going toward that. That's going to be the first thing. So that's really it. So look, I see that we've been live for 30 minutes. And again, I know the video on here is suspect. I saw somebody said that, you know, it's getting better now. There's some people over here playing cornhole that are getting pretty loud. I don't know how much of that. Okay, yeah, so Bruce, you need to, and Steve, thank you. Thank you for that. I might do a fireball shot now after this. And yeah, I don't know where on the ship if they have fireball, but if they do, I'm only about 3 drinks in. I think I got 12 left, so I got a long way to go. I might be able to do that. And Crystal, all right, you were going to be here in a few weeks, and you know what? I got so many vlogs and any other questions that I can answer, whatever. And yes, Sean, I tell you what, I try to be more like Derek sometimes. Like that energy that he has is awesome and it's genuine. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. I really enjoy on Sundays when I'm not out on a cruise, which I like to be on a cruise, so I don't mind missing them because of a cruise. But when I'm at home, I tune in every Sunday at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, I forget, 7 or 8 o'clock, to watch his lives because they're a lot of fun, and chatting with all of you as well within those lives. So we're about 31 minutes in, and again, normally on a Tuesday, for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, normally I'd go an hour, you know, when I'm at home. But just due to the noise, the background noise, the poor Wi-Fi reception, everything, I'm going to cut this a little bit short. If you haven't already gotten a chance to like the video, you know, I'd appreciate if you hit that like button. That would be awesome. And if you haven't subscribed, if you're one of the few people on here that isn't a subscriber already, I'd really, really love that. And welcome you to the Coach Cruiser community. And you know, we've had a lot of fun. I met so many people on this cruise via the bar crawl, and just people coming up to me and saying, you know, how they enjoy our videos and things like that. So it's been really, really awesome. So for all of you that are, you know, that I've met over the past couple weeks on one of these cruises, either the June 25th or the July 2nd, I have cherished those encounters with you, and will remember them fondly. And yes, Steve, I will definitely see you and look forward to meeting you on July 23rd. Sean says, get a fireball at any of the bars, especially the nightclub. Okay, so all of them have fireball? Because, you know, I'll be honest, I haven't necessarily been looking for fireball. But I guess it's a popular enough that, you know, that we can get there. So all right, I'm going to end this. And again, thank you so much, everybody. And those of you that are going to watch this on replay, you know, thank you for watching to this point. And again, if you haven't already hit subscribed, Crystal, thank you so much. And Christy, let's see, have a great rest of your week. Can't wait for the next live. Appreciate that so much. Really do. And I'll be back home Tuesday for the next live, so I think the Wi-Fi and everything else will be working a lot better. But you know what? One last cheers to all of you. And I'll see you later. Take care, everybody. I appreciate you all tuning in and watching the video. And look forward to seeing a lot of you later, either the next live or maybe on a cruise. All right, take care, everybody.